We talked about spirit guides, we talked about ancestors, we talked about uh, some of the more friendlier spirits in the spiritual realm. But today we're going to talk about spirits and ghosts. You know, a lot of people may think that they're not so friendly. Some of them are frightening. They look frightening. Some of them will have you questioning your sanity. So I got a request from one of my subscribers to talk about the Hantman. The Hantman. Interesting subject. You know, for a long time I didn't know what they were. I just thought they were, you know, scary looking creatures and entities. So I would like to talk about them, and I would like for you all to um, talk about them, make some video responses, or just commenting on whether or not you had an experience of one of these particular entities, read about them, or someone you know experienced them. Well, I know of many of accounts from other people that had an experience, and I myself have had an experience of meeting one of these entities. Now, at this point, I'm not talking about the shadow people, because to me, the shadow people look slightly different. The shadow people they move in real quick and they're gone. But these darker entities, which they may be all the same category when we say dark entities, but the shadow is like this void, you know, like shadow people, you can kind of still see they're kind of transparent in nature, more like a black cloud or gas, but it forms a figure. But the shadow people seem to obscure your view. You know, they're pretty solid. It's so solid until it's just like I say, you know, just if the whole room looked like a shadow person or was made out of the material of one, it would be complete darkness. I have told you about my experience, you know, and I'm just going to remind you for the people who hadn't seen the video. One night I was between the sleep-wake stage. You know how you get when you're kind of like waking up, and then as soon as you open your eyes, you can see some things, and you're like, what in the world is this? And it's interesting. I'm going to be bouncing around, so I'm going to bounce around between shadow people, ghosts, a little bit of everything, so y'all pardon me. But anyway, I'm bouncing now. I not only have I seen that shadow figure of a man, but I mean, I've even seen the shadow entities in forms of plant life. One particular morning I woke up and I saw something that looked like it was shaped like a plant. It was shaped just like a plant. It had like the leaves, the foliage on it, and then at the top, instead of having a flower, it had this strange, it was like a strange ball with points all over it, like sticky thorns all over it. And when I woke up, the image was just like it was just burned and singed into my eye. I mean, I couldn't see past that thing. So I panicked a minute, because I was really just waiting on my vision to straighten out, you know, so I can see what was going on, you know, in front of me. And I'm like, one of these things should be in my face. And from time to time, that happens to me all the time. But this right here kind of got to me a little bit, because I'm used to it, just the image clearing up, you know, once you kind of get woke and you realize you woke, you know, but this one didn't clear up for a minute. I think it took about a good 5 minutes, and it finally cleared up and left like a little impression in my eye, sort of like left a shadow there, an impression, I might want to say. But anyway, I don't want to keep calling them shadow people, but these dark entities, and the only reason why I'm saying dark entities is because they're dark. They're not just coming in the form of just, you know, men. They come in so many different forms of so many different things. Now I want to go back to the Hantman, which, you know, I'm just now learning here in my adult life what a Hantman is. I didn't know what it was until this old lady, she was a witch, she told me what a Hantman was. Because she told me they come and they visit her all the time, and they have sex with her, and she sleep with them. And she says sometimes they'll come with whatever, and she would question them and say, what are you in here for now? And she told me if I ever see one, to make sure that I ask them what they want. What do they want? Or if not, what do they want? What can you tell me? So that's what she told me to do. And when I finally saw one, because she told me you're gonna see them in your lifetime, you just wait and see. And she said only the people that are, I want to use the word gifted, but have the ability to see into the spiritual realm, have the ability to see these entities. Not everyone. And I'll be back in 1 second.